Hey, Bobbi.
Hey,
Happy Monday.
happy Monday. Happy Monday, everyone.
Well, here we are. Tonight, I wanted us to talk about Mother's Day, and I wanted us to talk about nurturing moms and talk about all the wonderful goodies that are available for moms this month. And so, what I wanted to do, Bobbi, is just share.
Yep.
I've got some videos and things like that, so I'm just going to do that right now. Here we go. I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to go like this. Okay, so part of my inspiration for tonight was
I saw this morning. I can't believe it. This lady doesn't quit.
she's 101 years old, Bobbi. She just signed a 3-year contract.
You know, I read an article about her
Mhm.
and someone asked her, like, what is your secret?
Yeah.
Right? Because this lady is not just 101 years old. She is 101 years old with energy to still and a mind
Yeah.
that can still, like, she works on the Greater Toronto Transit, whatever authority Pearson thing. Like,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is amazing at this year. So she actually said, one of the things that she does is actually she drinks unpasteurized milk.
She drinks unpasteurized milk?
Yeah, and she says that's one of her secrets.
That doesn't
Like,
sound like
milk
it's
from
very
a
good for you.
farm.
You're kidding.
I have a friend who runs a gym and she drinks unpasteurized milk and she swears by it. So
So what's the
very
secret sauce
interesting.
about that?
Secret sauce. I mean, we have to figure out why. Why does unpasteurized milk have such amazing benefits? But look at her. Like, she's phenomenal, this woman.
Look at her eyes. Do you see like the fire in those eyes?
Yeah.
She's so sharp. Okay, well, so that led me to thinking about this one.
Look at, she's another one of these women that are like still so like in charge
I
at their like
know.
way senior years.
She's having her 70, like she's outlived her husband. And she's had COVID and she's planning her her platinum jubilee, 70 years on the throne without scandal. Personally, she herself has never had any. She's a believer and she prays. And do you know that she listens to the prophecies and things like that too? That there are prophets who she gives audience to, and she keeps a finger on the pulse of what's going on. So cool. Okay, here's the next one. Do you know who she is? This is Iris Apfel. She is a fashion icon. She is turning 101 this month. And she outlived her husband. He died, I think he was 100. Just a few years ago, and she still teaches and is building business, and she's like a cover model, and she's got the best attitude. They did a Netflix documentary on her. If you ever get a chance to watch it, she's very inspiring. Okay,
wow.
This gal, I don't know who she is, but I just Googled the oldest women in the world. And
how old is she?
135. She died. She died December this year.
She was in China? She lived in China.
This super centurion from, I don't know how to say that, Xinjiang in Western China, according to the Daily Mail, claimed to be born on June 25th, 1886, during the Imperial Qing Dynasty, and was officially declared the nation's oldest living person in 2013 by the China Association of Gerontology. But look, she's eating watermelon. So unpasteurized milk and watermelon. This is where we want to go here, okay? I don't know. All right, that's my last one. So I thought, okay, this is about nurturing. And I thought, there's nothing nurturing about these women. They're rock stars. They're powerful. They're indomitable. They're ferocious.
Yeah.
They're, did you know Patricia King believes we're to live to 120? And she has been believing that and declaring that over herself 120 years. Some scripture.
Wow.
I thought we were given like 70 years or something.
Yeah,
but
like 4 and 10 or something like that, right? But
Okay,
yeah.
so we're
Wow.
not even like maybe middle-aged yet. And
Mhm.
we still have, so if you knew that you were going to live to 103, like if you were going to be signing a 3-year contract at 101, you would probably want to think about what you put in your body.
And
Can
what
you
you did with
imagine?
your skin.
Unpasteurized milk. Yeah. Okay. Onward and forward. So on that happy note, um, okay, this is this new blend of oil that they just came out with called Malama. Yes, there it is. Oh my
There it
goodness.
is. I
Okay,
love it.
isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, let's
Have
watch
you
this
diffused
video.
it yet?
I have it on my desk, so I just smell it like this.
Oh, okay.
But I need to put it in the diffuser, but
Well,
I
you know
love
what?
it.
I tried diffusing it too. Okay, I'm gonna have a woof, and you know what? I'm gonna woof this while we watch it. Okay,
Okay.
for all of our moms out there, here we go.
Ma Hawaiian nei, he ola no e au e ho'ike ana I ka vai o ka ʻaina I ka poʻe. He ali I ka ʻaina, he kauā ke kanaka. Mālama ʻia ka ʻaina me he ali I lā. Ma o ke aloha a me ka mahalo ʻana I ka ʻaina. Mahalo ʻia ke kino o nā kumu ʻiliahi, lihina paha, a maʻi paha no ka makana e hoʻopō maikaʻi ana I ka honua. Puhi ʻia ke kumu, ka lālā, a me ke aʻa no ka hoʻokuʻu ʻana I ka ʻaila hiwahiwa, a he ola ko leila. Me ka ʻike mai nā kūpuna mai, e holomua ana no me ke kūpono. O ka hopena no, o ka hoʻi ʻana mai o ka ʻaina I hoʻola ʻia. Mālama.
Wow.
Is that the first time you've seen that?
Yeah, and I love like that this is the largest reforestation project effort in Hawaii's history. Like, did you see how many thousands of trees they planted?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know, I've watched it a few times now, but that time watching it through, it had so much prophetic in it.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to do speak like for 30 seconds about that. Because there are women that I know in my life that are, some people would say they're past retirement age. And to me, they are like the women we saw at the beginning of our show tonight. They are of that caliber of women, and I'm not going to say who they are by name, but if they happen to watch this, they are my spiritual mothers. They are my mentors, and my, if you want to say, covering in my life, right? But this past year, you know, they've been through some real challenges with their health and in different areas. But you know, that sandalwood tree, what I saw there was like those older trees, there was still life in them. Like the fire and the pressure was bringing forth the oil that
Mhm.
was nurturing and bringing healing. And the roots, they talked about the roots, and they talked about the trunk, and they talked about the branches. And these women are like that. So this one woman in particular, you know who you are if you're watching this, has had that effect in the body of Christ for globally, for many leaders, women in particular, still to this day, you know. And so, um, and they're at a place of new beginning. They're at a place of new beginning. And this particular woman, one of her favorite scriptures is about a tree. Like if a stump remains in the ground, there still can still be life. There can be, you know, something fresh that comes out of it. So these, you know, I just golly, I get so emotional when I watch these videos. I don't know about you, like emotional in a good way. My heart is moved and touched. How about you? You probably feel the same thing I am.
I like, yeah, like I just think like I just love doTERRA's heart, number one, in that they actually do care about the places where they harvest.
Mhm.
So they care about the people where they harvest. They care about the land where they harvest, that they don't just want to take, but they want to put back. You know what I mean? Like it's not just about taking, it's about giving and putting back and redeveloping people, redeveloping communities, redeveloping forestations and the habitat and the environment, so that it's not just removing, right? But it's rebuilding. It's like a rebuilding, restoring, those kinds of things.
Sometimes when we think of Mother's Day, we think of ourselves as moms, but maybe what we would like. We think about our mothers, depending on what age we're at, but we also have our spiritual mothers and our mentors too. And there are women like that like doTERRA, that have a heart, that they are constantly giving and giving back. And I think that this particular oil, even like with this video, I'm just thinking what an honoring gift that would be for somebody. Just especially if they're still doing it, and they're they're in not everybody retires. Some people just, they'll never retire. They'll refire. They refire. They don't retire. I know women like that. I can think of several, and each and every one of them should have this video on a stick, and they should get this oil in a diffuser as an honoring gift. And I hope that if you're watching this video, that you would please share this video in your Facebook. Just share it, and maybe just put a comment in there. Maybe in the comments right now, maybe you could just comment on some women that in the body of Christ, or even in community, that are showing leadership and making an impact, even in their quote unquote retirement or post-retirement years. And I think we need to really I think I've heard so much about the generations moving together, and in the body of Christ, and how we can really miss it is when we don't have Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob moving together as one. We need all three generations together. And there's been such an attitude in the young people, the millennial sort of things, that they're full of energy and full of they just haven't been broken yet. They have a lot going for them, but they don't have the wisdom. They haven't been tested in the fire. They haven't been pressed. I think a lot of the older generation are, they're still here because we are needing them for what we're moving into.
Absolutely.
They are. So what a great gift, Malama.
Malama, yes.
Malama. Okay.
And I love the oils that it's made up of, like magnolia and cananga and Szechuan pepper, but with coriander and lemongrass and wild orange, cedarwood and amorous. It's just a really lovely, lovely blend.
And even the label, it looks so lovely too, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you
can use this cosmetically. So you can put it in your hand and body lotion. Like doTERRA has you can put it in anything, but because we're learning that we want to just, put anything on our skin. So doTERRA has this, which was a gift. You gave this to me. I didn't understand at the time why there's no fragrance in this, right? No fragrance, but you can mix an oil in it.
Yes, so you add to it whatever oil that you want, that fragrance, right?
Right. So that's good. That's really good.
So just if you were going to use this topically on your skin, because there is citrus oil in it, you would want to avoid photosensitivity. So you wouldn't want to go outside within 12 hours of using this as a cream on your skin and having that skin exposed, because it is a citrus oil.
We have to really remember that with those citrus oils about going out into the sun. You have to be very careful. The other thing it says here, there's some household uses. Hey, I like this. You can put some onto dryer sheets or balls and add them into your laundry. Now, when we say dryer sheets, we're not talking about your bounce sheets, because we don't want to use bounce sheets. Those things are highly toxic. But you could put them onto anything, right? That
you can make your own dryer sheets. You can actually take like a piece of cotton and cut them into little squares, and then put your oils on them and throw them in like a dryer sheet, right? And then reuse them, right? But I have wool dryer balls. We know that the dryer sheets that you buy in the grocery store are probably be one of the most toxic things that you have in your home, if you have them in your home. So we definitely want to avoid dryer sheets. Even though people love the way, like, makes their clothes smell and static free, a wool dryer ball is so much safer. And this would be amazing smell, like to put on the wool dryer balls. Wow.
Well, just think what you could do if you wanted to plan, like, okay, something special for the mother of the home for Mother's Day. I mean, you could, you could launder her bedding. You could launder her, her robe or her, her pajamas, or, or you could, so that on that day when she gets into her stuff for that day, she's just wrapped in that, right? And or you could diffuse, if you have a diffuser, you could make a space for her. Like, I think a really nice gift to give a woman is a day to herself, like a spa day. And if you can't put her in a spa, then like figure out how she, create a room, some room in the house.
Yeah.
You can, clean it up and put flowers in it and to put a diffuser in, and you could launder the things and then give her a nice meal, give her some space, where she could just maybe a journal, just give her a journal and a nice pen, and she could, journal and hear what the Lord is saying to her. And you just think it doesn't have to be, sometimes we have a heart to do big things, but we can't do big things. But this is something exotic and luxurious. And even if you could show her the video while she sits down and opens her card, and you just have honoring words in it. I mean, it would be such a beautiful thought. I would love to have something like that. Somebody would, create it.
I think that even comes, doTERRA even has the pilot diffuser, right?
Yeah.
With it. So you can, like, that is an amazing little gift, because so you got the Pilot Max, which is a little bit stronger than the original Pilot. And then you get the Malama essential oil with the Pilot. So then you can diffuse it. And that's a little portable one. You can put it in your car. You can take it in the bathroom with you. If you're having a bath, you could have it diffusing or beside your bed, because you can move it around. So it's really cool. Like, I take my little Pilot on the boat in the summer, anywhere, like you're out in the backyard sitting down, you can take the Pilot with you.
Or in the bathroom. Like, I have two bathrooms, and they don't, one of them has an outlet, the other one doesn't. The one with the tub doesn't. So I don't have a diffuser in there. And, we've talked about the toxic candles. So, this is a really nice way to just, give mom a beautiful, here's what you could do. You polish up that bathroom beautiful. You launder her robe in the beautiful essential oils. You fill up the water and put rose petals on it. You could put some, then you diffuse some of this, and then maybe you put on, some soy candles. So there's nice lighting and a little bit of music that's like soaking music. And maybe she's got a favorite book, or you put a glass of wine, and you give her uninterrupted time,
It sounds heavenly from a person that loves baths and hasn't had a bathtub in almost 2 years.
That's right. Oh, I feel for you, honey. But you know what? I just wait. There's a beautiful tub coming to you.
Yes. Yeah. That would be my, like, because that is like, when you're like describing it, I'm like, yeah, that is the perfect thing for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Tub time, right?
Tub time, just relax. You can like use this in the tub, like a few drops in the tub, because like the magnolia in here is so good for like adrenals, to help support your adrenal fatigue. So like boost your adrenals, so you would really relax, but yet the wild orange would be really uplifting, so you would feel like it would be so good for your mood, but yet calming at the same time. Like, I think it would be a really nice blend for a bath.
Oh yeah. And I mean, hey, what about for a soundtrack, put like ocean waves on, the sound of waves. And you could even put maybe some Hawaiian music, like softly in there.
It's like I'm transporting myself on vacation.
That's right. So especially there are some people who still can't travel, for them, that would be lovely. So you could do this, like in the morning, you bring her breakfast in bed, and then you have all these gifts that she opens in sequence. And each time she opens, okay, here's the gift. Now you have to go to this room, and this is where you have your bath. And now you're going to go to this room, and this is where you're going to have a journal. You have a quiet time in here from the Lord. And, you could just make it almost like, not like a scavenger hunt, but just and how much would that cost you to do that? Not a lot,
Yeah,
just a bit of
time.
imagination.
It's just a little bit of time to plan it, right?
A little bit of time
And
to plan.
what's your love language?
Me?
Mhm.
Well, I really like gifts.
I think so.
I'll tell you the truth. You know why I like doing doTERRA so much? I said this to my husband this week.
Every month you
I
get a
said, "Gee,
gift.
it's because I get presents. But I get them for me myself. But I open them up and I'm like, oh, look what I got. Oh, I love it. I love it. Especially if it's something new, right? Yeah. But I also like encouraging words. I do.
Yeah.
Especially if it's sincere, heartfelt. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is okay. Now we're just going to switch things up a little bit because as we mentioned, yes, mothers are nurturers. Yes, we want to nurture the nurturers. But for those powerhouse women out there that rule the world, this next thing maybe is a little bit more what they need. So here we go.
Yeah, they
Okay.
want to keep their skin healthy for 123.
Yes, this is more to do with energy than skin so much, but okay, let's see. I've just got to scoot through here again. I think I'm doing pretty good with this today though. Okay, you guys
Yeah,
ready?
here we go.
Okay, put on
Okay.
this. I've listened to this over and over and over again. I like it so
One
much.
of my favorite products. Yep.
Isn't that the coolest thing ever?
Love this
Oh,
product.
I love that.
This is my luxury. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes people do stuff for themselves. It's like luxury.
Mm.
This baby is my luxury. I
Oh.
love it. I love the feel of the oil on my face. Like, I love the moisturizing feel of it. And then the serum. So just to be very clear, we reiterate this all the time to people, but the Yarrow Pom oil is for the face and the serum is for the neck down. So it's for the body. So the oil is for the face and the serum. And the oil you can actually take internally, and it's actually really good for emotional health and immune health. So
and heart health and brain health too.
So you can actually put a couple in it, and it's easy because it comes with its own dropper. So it's very easy to I better put it in the camera there, so you can drop it. So it's very, very. So yeah, I've slathered on my face, but this is my luxury. But
oh yeah, and it's blue because it has. Is it
Shamazanine?
Shamazanine. That reminds me of Laverne and Shirley. Remember when they were at the Milwaukee, how the song began at the beginning of Laverne and Shirley? Do you remember the song? We're gonna do it our way.
Oh, yeah.
But they started at the beginning and said, Shamil, Shamal. That funny thing they said at the beginning? Okay, whatever. You don't remember, but it sounds like that.
Shamazanine. Yes, that's
Shamazanine. Okay, look at this. This is a special, I think it's
gua
sha. Is it just for this month or it's 3 months?
This is just for this month. This is like a gift packet. So it actually comes with a mini Yarrow, because the Yarrow Pom oil normally is 30 milliliters. So this little set here is 15. And so it comes with half size Yarrow Pom oil and Yarrow Pom serum. But it also comes with the rose quartz stone. So that stone is to help. There's a special technique when you put it with the Yarrow Pom oil on your skin that you use it, and it helps with lymphatic drainage. So it really helps with the lymphatic drainage along your cheeks and along all your. So my daughter, because she's all about beauty, right? So she's like, it's meant for Mother's Day, but she's like, Mom, Mom, I want the gua sha. And because I called her the gua sha. She's like, yes. I just was like thinking, oh, I wish my mom would buy me the gua sha.
I know. I know.
So I did. And I said, Kaylin, you're going to post before and after pictures for me, and you're going to do a TikTok. So she did TikTok on it, but she showed me the results from just one time using it. Her face looked amazing. Like her skin and the tightness of everything was radiant.
Yeah.
Now I want it for myself.
Yeah, I know. Every woman in the world that we love really needs to have one of these gua shas. I have a little video that I'm going to show everybody now. It's like 2 minutes long of a woman. She's a doctor and she's doing it to herself. But before that, you know something? This month, okay, if you were to get the Malama and the gua sha together, everything, you get a free and you can get a free enrollment into doTERRA. That's a wholesale membership because it's over 150 PV, right? So you would get your free enrollment, which is like a Costco membership for a year, but it's better than a Costco membership because you get oil education and continuing education, oil camp, all kinds of wellness consult and continual follow-up and community. Like it's worth way more. Do you know how much I paid to talk to like a top nutritionist that I found online a couple years ago? I paid her $600 to be part of an online group just so that, and I was allowed to have a 30-minute consult with her 3 times in that year. How much time of your life have you spent with people educating them on?
Oh my goodness. I tell people with doTERRA that, come on, I really do care about people's health.
Yeah.
Well, this is not about a sale for me. This is about a genuine care from a place that I want you healthy. So if it means that I have to spend a couple hours with you to help you, like even when you first joined, like, you know, learning the products on how to help you, how to tweak them, what to add, what to do to help get you healthy. That takes time, but it's like, that's worth it for me.
Yeah.
When people's health improves, it's worth it for me. But yeah, like I tell people, I'm like, that's free. I don't charge all for that advice. I just really do care and want to see you well.
Yeah. So the membership fee is normally, like in Canada, I think it's $45, in the
42.
US.
Yep. 42 and 35 US.
45. Okay.
Oh,
but anyway, they've waived it. Okay. And then in addition to that, this month, if you get, were to get this for mom, and you did it in her name, she would be able to use this all year round. She could also get 50 PV points on her account if you were to set up an LRP, which is a loyalty reward program order. It's like air miles. And definitely you want to do that, because I keep telling everybody, listen, my goal originally when I did this was just to get my orders paid for. Okay. The amount of points that I've earned and the commission that I'm starting to make now, it's like I didn't pay for my order this time. It's covered, so there's because it's part of the lifestyle, then it's worthwhile. The other thing I would say about that is, I think if we're thinking about our moms, what we want is not just to give them a gift that is going to be something they enjoy just opening for that day, but we want to give them the gift of life. And the doTERRA wellness lifestyle, the supplements and the essential oils are life-giving. They are life-changing, backed by science, with lots of, is it 10 million people in the world are customers. There are 10 million customers of doTERRA. And since 2008 until this day, they're now a $1 billion company, and they have been likened to Apple. That is how phenomenal their growth is. And that isn't because it's just, a good idea. It's because this stuff works, and you hear testimonies of people like Bobbi, that their lives were changed because of the healing power in these things. So when you give this to your mother as a gift, you're giving her, you're prolonging her life. You are giving her an enhanced life. You're giving her brain function. You're giving, we want our mothers to have healthy brain function, healthy parts.
Absolutely.
We want them to be pain-free in their ligaments and in their joints. We want them to have energy. You know, women struggle with feeling, often they have lots to do, but they, you know, they just maybe don't have the energy. So, you know, this is an investment. This is a gift that will continue to give, will enhance the quality of mom's life. And not only that, but this is just a fabulous way to start. Let's, you know, a gift that's beauty, because these are sometimes the products we get for ourselves last. I started with my supplements, the oils that I need, my cleaning products. I'm graduating to my shampoo. I just got my first beauty kit. It's a Versage. I thought, oh,
Yes.
okay, okay, people, just want you to know, Anne's skin is getting tender, loving care now. I really, really love it. And I got the Correctex, at which they said you could use on your cuticles. My cuticles are quite
Yep.
dry because I paint, and you know, I used to get them done all the time, but I paint, for heaven's sakes, I paint. So why am I going to spend all that money on nails? But I put the Correctex on. So with the oils from like the skincare and then the Correctex, my cuticles, even just after like 2 days, my hands are very oily here. Why do I have oil all over my skin? Oh, I think it's because I spilled
Did
some.
you use the cream?
No, I don't know if I spilled something. Anyways, but sometimes there's like a manifestation of oil. So I'm trying to decide, is this a manifestation or did I just land in a puddle somewhere? So I do have oil on my desk. Well, we'll just say I landed in a puddle, but I in my heart will go, it's the anointing for healing. So that's it. Okay, are you ready to watch the how to use the
I'm
gua
ready to
sha?
watch it. Yes.
Okay. And then when this is over, we're just going to say goodnight. And please share this video. Share this video in your news feed, and maybe just put some comments in there about of some of the benefits of it so that people can take advantage of it. And we just want to encourage you. This month is a wonderful month to get this gift from mom. It will be delivered to you. You will have it in time. It gives you time to think about how you can make Mother's Day special this year. Plan some things that are not costing money, just thoughtful, and think of a way that you can deeply touch the heart of the woman in your home and in your life who has nurtured you and given you your life. Give her the gift of life, just as she has given you the gift of life. And make sure when you do this that you really put some thought into the encouraging words. This is so often what we need more than anything, is we need to know that our lives, our sacrifice, what we have done has made a difference. It's touched somebody else. Take the time to write and tell somebody special like this in your life the difference that they have made to you. It will just take you a little bit of thought and make all the difference to them. Let's see tears of joy. It's been such a hard time for so many people. If ever we needed to be nurtured, if ever we needed to be encouraged, it's now. It's now. We need to nurture one another and show love to one another. So, okay, I'm just going to show this final little video, and you can just put your comments there. Please share this video with others. Okay, give the gift of life. All you have to do is share. Okay, here we go. Final video. Oh no.
Well, no, what happened?
I did it. I clicked the wrong button. Okay, that's all right. I won't get fired because I'm my own boss. All right.
2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Lymphatic drainage is really beneficial, and that really helps stimulate all that lymphatic drainage with that technique. And I liked how, like she said, all the way up toward the heart, and every toward the heart, except at the base of the neck, toward the end of the spine, of this up to the base, right where your vagus nerve is. That was the part. So really cool.
Well, she's a doctor, this gal, and she's, you know, she did a couple of videos that I watched. So, yeah. So she knows what she's talking about. So guys, thank you. We promised you a special guest. She's going to be with us next week. Her name is Tanya. And this gal, I was absolutely shocked and amazed when I heard her story at Leadership a few weeks ago. This gal and her husband are healing ministers. They go to like New Age fairs and things like that, and they minister healing and deliverance. They have been able to finance their ministry, travel to 40 nations with what they have earned through doTERRA. So this is just another story of how God has blessed people who have really desired to do the Lord's work, to do kingdom work, and just are looking for residual income to be able to help with that. And I don't, you know, I was shocked when I heard what their overall volume, their PV was for the month of April. I just had to ask them several times, could you please repeat that? I mean, it was astronomical.
They are they call themselves a diamond factory because they are producing diamonds in people in leadership. And so it's going to be a really cool week. You won't want to miss listening to Tanya Koivu next Monday. And that will be Easter Monday.
Easter Monday. He is risen. So it's resurrection time. Yeah. And I want to share one more thing. So I was listening to Chuck Pierce on Sunday at Glory of Zion, and it was Palm Sunday, and he was talking about God redeeming the time, and that we're in the month of Nisan, and to expect miracles, to be even declaring this week for a return of losses. And you know, listen, we are in an interesting time. We all know that. But even so, we're to be filled with joy. And if we remain, if we are here, it's because we have purpose and we're to advance. Each and every one of us has a strategic purpose. And one thing I know for a fact is that there is a financial provision that the Lord is wanting to give to the saints in this hour. Now, he's going to have a unique strategy for every person. And of course, I know you're listening to the Lord for your life, but I am firmly convinced that this is not just because I want to think it, but because of the evidence of my eyes and because what I am personally experiencing myself. And that is that this thing that God has raised up with the essential oils and the supplements in this particular structure is one way that God is providing abundance. I love in Revelations when it talks about a global famine, it says, you know, oh, whoa, all these terrible things are happening, but do not touch the oil or the wine. And this has been very much on my mind this last little while. And I go, you know what, Lord, I know that oil means the anointing. I know that oil means the oil in the ground, but it also means all oil. It also includes this oil. And so there's, you know, Lance Wallnall was, actually, I was listening to a prophetic Dateline with Cindy Jacobs, and Chuck Pierce was on it, and Chris Reed. I just happened to come across it. You can watch it. It was like a week ago or Friday or something. And just listening. But one of the things that came out of Chris Reed's mouth was about, you know, the oil in the wine. And some of the things that he was saying, and some of the things that the other prophets have been saying, my ears prick up because these are thoughts that I have had myself. There is something about this oil. There's something very spiritual about this oil. There's something protected about this oil. And Lance Wallnall was talking about, listen, with what's going to happen in the global economies and the shakings. And of course, we know digital currencies are coming and crypto and all that, but that God says the gold is mine and the silver is mine. There is something about the fact that God is putting, there's a protection on that. That's in the scriptures, but it's for this time. So Issachar prophets who know the time and the season, you know, are not just talking out of their hats. They're saying the now word of the Lord. And when you already have a sense about something, And then you hear people like that say the same thing. You go, you know what, Lord, I'm tracking with you. So, prayerfully consider if this business is not one way that God might want to bring provision to you and your household, because we are definitely very serious. We're taking this very serious, what we're doing, very serious. And, we are both very busy women. We can't afford to put our time and energy in a place that we should not be putting it. We just can't, and we wouldn't. So if we're doing this and we see God in it, there's a reason for that. And so we just want to share that with you. So just be thinking about it, just be praying about it, and ask the Lord if there isn't something, because we are in very different times. We have to be wise, we have to be prepared, we have to have revelation to know how to move forward, right? In the time we're in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, everyone. Have a great night. Thanks for joining us.
All righty. Bye-bye.